All right, so the next thing I have on the list is army. So I talked about the army, what he did in it, but I want to know like what are the what are the effects the army had on him. So what are the effects the army had on him? Mm. So this is real interesting because I just knew that the army was like, I don't know, I felt like it was something significant. So I did get the networker card. Reverse conveys information only for personal gain, spreads fear and falsehood. Interesting. I also got Child Divine, and I did get this card upright. Um, when I was pulling on the victim, an inability to define oneself against negative forces. And then I got bully. Highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. So, yeah, I feel like it was in the army that he did get together, whatever this group that he is a part of. Um, hmm, I'm just going to see what these cards say. Can you tell me more about this? Mm-mm-mm-mm. All right, tell me more about this group. Mm. So I got within a few months. Now, these cards right here, this is just for like, I guess, predicting when something is going to happen, like yes or no cards. They're not really for this type of question, but sometimes the cards that comes out really correlates with the message. Um, I do feel like with this within the next few months, something might come into full circle when it comes to this situation, like some new information, a revealing of something, but something is going to reveal more about this situation. Okay, tell me more about this group. Okay, so there is like a block. I don't know if like spirit is purposely blocking me for whatever reason, but the card that dropped on the floor said no. So there's something, a block. So I don't think that is spirit. I think that is them, this group. A lot of these groups, they have certain practices, and it's actually easy for them to block divination from like reading on them. That's something, that's a simple magic spell, I guess. It's something that is easy to do, but you could get through it. Some people could get through it. Mm, okay. All right, tell me more about this group. Unlocked doors can now be open. Seek wisdom and guidance from elders. A close friend acts on your behalf. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is some mystical shit. He met some people when he was in the army that these people was able to not just unlock certain doors like in the industry, but unlock certain skills. It's something that he's a part of. And I believe it's something that he even practices. Um, if it's not like witchy, like magical or something like that, um, it's political. But I think it's witchy. And I think that he's aware of that witchy part. It's something energetic that he knows about, he's aware about. But it is something that he's afraid of. That's the problem. It's something that he does fear. And I feel like they ingrained that into him on purpose so that he will feel powerless. But he's only powerless because he feels that way. Um, what do he think could happen to him? Because it's something that he believe they can do to him. And what's that? Okay, I think this inner voice card do want to come out. Experiencing, and then the card that dropped, I think that's the schizophrenic card, which is interesting because he think that they can fuck with his mind. He think that they can like send spirits out to get him. Um, they think that they have some type of control over him. He think that they can make him hear voices. Um, and I believe he might have developed something like schizophrenic. I think he already hear voices. He hear voices and stuff, but he believe it is tied into this group that he met in the army. That's what he believe. I'm hearing it's because he's seen them do amazing things. But to him, the amazing things are get certain people out of jail, um, make certain things disappear. That's what he believed. It's something that's in the 3D. It's not like something magical or something. He just felt like they have like a lot of power. And he think about it like even when it comes to the hearing voices and stuff like that, he feel like they have advanced technology. Um he feel like they have access to weapons that we don't even know about. So because of that, he's afraid to go against them or to speak his truth about them. Hmm. I do believe Mystical do practice something. He does practice something. That's a dark magic direct. All right, so I want to see like what happened to his sister. What happened to his sister? Holiday, sadness, out in fear, crime of passion, rage, river, accident. It's something weird about the dude that she was with. I felt like that was a setup. And because with this accident card, but before that, it was crime of passion, rage that came out, but then accident. So that made me think that he was triggered into doing that and then like woke up out of it like a dream or something. He really don't remember. The guy who did it, it's like he woke up from a dream or something. Hold on. Tell me about the guy who did it. Okay. Tell me about the guy who did it. Mm. This was a setup. I think she was set up with this guy. I know I've been saying that a lot lately, but that's because there's a lot of crazy stuff that's coming out. Mm. Serving humanity with humility and challenges authority to affect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. I don't know why it's picking up like that, but to be real with you, I like it. I like it. I got the universe in my hair and shit. Ooh, but why it's doing that? It's like it's picking up on everything but the green screen. All right, hold on. You know what? I like it. All right, so I'm editing the mystical part 2. And I was watching over the part where it just really doesn't make sense. His system murder. Like I'm starting to feel like the guy who they said did it didn't do it. But I wanted to ask, did Mystical do it? I wanted to ask. I did see the no card. I did see the no card. Did Mystical do it? I'm still seeing the no card. And this year from now card want to come out, but I don't think he did. I think it's a no. Did Mystical do it? Oh no no now, because the yes card came out, and when the yes card come out in this deck, right? Because out of all the cards in the deck, it's only 2 yes cards. This type of yes and a yes with an exclamation point. Now the no card, I kept seeing it. Like when I was shuffling, I kept seeing it, but it wouldn't come out, and I just tuck it out because I kept seeing it. But y'all seen the yes card flew out. And this card, I've seen this a few times. A year from now, there's some information that's going to come out soon. Um, and I think it's going to even tie in a mystical military years. So did Mystical do it? Reconsider. Okay, so the no card did come out that time, but it also came out when Reconsider. So what I'm getting is that he had a part to play in it. I'm gonna just keep it at that.
that he had a part to play, that he knows more than what he talks about. And I think that's the reason why he's okay with the dude being acquitted. Because, hold on, let me ask that. Hey, did the dude do it? The guy that they said did it, did it. That's a lot of cards. I'm getting to know. Not just that, I did get a whole lot of other cards. A lot of cards fell out, but what I'm getting, the gist of it is that not only he's saying that he didn't do it, but I also feel like he's going to speak about it and he's going to give more detail soon and it's going to cause changes. See, this card came out again within the next months. I think it could have been within the next weeks. I don't know. I think it's this card. Um, some news is going to come out and it's going to cause changes, and we're going to look at Mystikal in a different way. And we might even see the innocence of this dude, even though he has been acquitted. Perfect timing. So whatever that is about to happen, information that is coming out, I'm feeling like it was already ordained, as in, you know how they have like secret government documents and they put like they have to keep it private, but they're only going to keep it private for 10 years. And then after 10 years, they're going to release it to the public. It's something like that. It's something like that. But the dude who was claimed to doing it, he wants to speak about it. And he wants to, because even though he has been acquitted, proven innocent, I guess, well, they didn't have enough evidence to pin him down. He still get a lot of stigma because of it. And because of that, he really want to clear his name. He want to talk about it. He wants to talk about it. Why haven't he talked about it already? I'm hearing legalities. Oh, okay. It's starting to make sense. I think that they told him that he couldn't talk about it until a certain amount of years. Okay, so why he didn't talk about it? Great harvest, abundance. He might have also got paid not to talk about it. Why? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it has something to do with money in the law. Money in the law. Money in the law. Okay, that's why he haven't talked about it, but he itching. He want to talk about it. He is ready. Yeah, on this card it say patience is needed. Show mercy to others. Do not be harsh with them. Predicts violence, injustice, and okay. He had to wait. He had to wait before he could speak about it. But I think that soon he will, either he's allowed to or he just can't take it no more. He going to do it anyways. Or it could be like a deathbed situation, like, because when people hold on to certain things and they don't express themselves, it will turn into an illness. And that can manifest into an early grave. And then that's why when people they die young, when they have like a whole lot of things that they holding on to. So it could be a situation that, all the secrets and everything manifested into a deathbed situation. So it could be something like that.
So what happened though? So why did he attack her? Warrior. Trading ethical principles for victory at any cost. Indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. Okay, more. And what was mystical role in this? Facilitate spiritual commitments, serve as a channel of spiritual energy. Is mystical aware of what he doing? Is mystical aware of what he doing? Is mystical aware of what he doing? As in the sacrifice. Hmm. I'm not clear on that. I'm not clear about any of these cards. Like, is he aware? But okay, I'm starting to understand. I'm starting to understand. Um, no. Like, okay, I was hearing something. It must have been out on my window, but on the part where I read that serves as a channel of spiritual energy, like that energy of his sister death triggered something in him that needed to be triggered at that time. So it opened up something in him. And I also had experienced this because I had a sibling who passed away. And I can tell you that after he passed away, it like started like a cycle. And I seen that cycle um through my whole family. Like it was a complete transition. So I feel like in a spiritual sense, like that was ordained to happen in his life to trigger something in him, to awaken something in him. So I don't think that he was aware of it. Like I think that now at this point that he's aware of it on a spiritual sense, he might even view it in that manner. But he's not aware of other factors because I feel like the hidden government, people that is behind the government, they will facilitate certain traumas in order to trigger your light so they could use it and utilize it so that they can control it. And that's why I feel like it's a ritual that is commonly done because it's almost like after they perform this ritual, like what you create after that generates like a lot of energy and it becomes successful. Like it has a higher chance of becoming successful. And I feel like the people in the industry know that. That's why they do that ritual. They even do it with artists that don't even have real talent because now, like back in the day, they will find people who has a talent, who has a light, right? And they would put these people in shady contracts where they are now a slave to the industry. And then they will perform certain rituals in order to milk that person of all their essence. But to they rapidly go through energy now by creating artists because of the internet. So they know how to create a false light. So they will find somebody that they could mold and they would like a 7969, whatever his name is. They created him. They created him as an artist. They gave him the wig, they gave him the look, they gave him the persona to portray in order to be a false light to people. And for that time that he could hold on to that light, they will feed off of him. And then when they done with you, when they can't harvest any more light, then they just throw you away. Either throw you in jail, they might even kill you or whatever. But they also perform certain rituals. Like they might take away somebody that is close to you because whatever you create after that, it's like it's going to gain some form of success. It just like they've been doing this for a long time. Like these rituals are not new. It's just that they not upfront about it. So you don't know that you participate in a ritual. You don't know that you're being used. Like it's systematic now. So the weird thing about what happened with the sister is that she was brutally murdered, but the house was full. Like in another room, there was kids. I believe his mother was even in the house in another room. And Mystical said that the house was big. So I'm guessing like even if she did scream, I mean, I guess there could be a possibility because I am seeing his mother room and her TV is on loud. Hmm. So why was the sister unalived? Why was the sister unalive? All major arcanas. But see, this is on a spiritual level. Like, I feel like what happened to his sister was already ordained to happen. I just think that okay, the people that is behind the government, they also understand this. They understand that certain events in your life is going to happen. So before those events happen, they find a way to control it, like control the environment of that event. Like they might look at your natal chart or something, and they could tell that something devastating is going to happen around this time that is going to um spark some type of creative flame inside of you. So what they do is that they control the environment. That's around the time that they offer you a record label, and they will facilitate the horrific event that's going to happen in order to be the one in control of your light when you're ready to express it. Get what I'm saying? So they will be the one there to catch you when you are ready to release this thing that was just planted in you, this seed. Because he was going to give birth to it regardless. Like if he was assigned to that label, after his sister passed away, it would have still triggered that creativity, that light. So he would have put it towards something. But the record label just had him before, and they controlled the environment so that they could harvest the light when it is ready to be released. And he knows this, like he has his own theory of what I'm saying, but he might say it differently. Like he might talk about it in the form of, yeah, I thought it was weird that that night the people from the record company called me and they said something to me before I had went and checked on my sister. Or he might even say that somebody from the record company called him and asked him to go and check on his sister. Like it's something that he knows that he doesn't talk about to the public, but he had that conversation. It's something that he does know. And it's what I'm saying, but he would just say it differently from a different perspective. More zoomed in, most likely. So, but it's the same thing. When I was looking into his the first arrest, I thought that maybe he had purposely sacrificed his sister, but he hasn't. It was something that it was already ordained to happen. It just that forces around him knew it was coming and they harvest his light. So, that's what happened. So, with this new case, I think they said that they already dropped it, but let's see. All right, so with this new case, let's see what happened. Okay, what happened? This came out a few times with him. And this came out when I was talking about the first case. So, yeah, there is some type of trigger in him, some type of demon in him. And he get out of hand. This also came out when I asked about the first case. Okay, more on the new case. But it seemed like he do this in order to get attention or something, in order to get some type of access. He might even do it in order to do interviews. It's weird. Okay, this new case. The same cards that came out in the first case is coming out with this one. Because it's like a repeated pattern. He do have dark thoughts. um he has something that comes out that is hard for him to control. And for some reason, I mean, he could be triggered by some type of habit, but he does this in order to gain something. So, what triggers him? What triggers him? I think what triggers him is when people remind him of his fall. Like, if you come up to him and be like, Oh, you that rapper. You fell off. You fell off or something like that. He would get triggered by it. Um, Especially when it comes to his money situation. He triggered by how his life turned out. Projecting any image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. So, like I said, Mystikal wears a mask. He do not show who he really is. I don't even know if anybody really know who he is besides the victim. But it's something else that happens. He projects his fears and insecurities on other people and might even see like visuals. He have an ideal of how women should be, and he get really upset if you don't represent that. It's some type of extremist way of thinking. Giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices came out reverse. But I also feel like he reports to something. Okay, I'm starting to see like a table, altar, inability to commit to a path once found, seeker. And then I got the martyr card, which made me feel like something about this is like a sacrifice. Okay, can you tell me more? So many cards. This card came out before. It's something about the feminine energy that he steals from. Like, hmm, or he tried to sacrifice. Altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. It's something about women that he steals from, that he take that energy and utilize it. Oh, okay. This might be how he get inspired. Like how he writes songs, how he produce music. It takes him doing this in order to get inspired. So these women can be like a muse to him. And he gets something out of hurting them, or sometimes he go too far in order to get some type of intensity. He might be looking for the same intensity that sparked him when his sister passed away. And that's sad, but it's an energetic thing. And I don't think that he's fully aware. He probably just look at himself as a really dark person because he don't know what he is doing energetically. But I do think he practiced something. Yeah. So, okay, I'm going to wrap it up here. Hope you enjoy the reading. Have any questions, leave them below. Stay blessed.